Welcome back to the channel. Are you ever looking at your guppy tank and just wondering, why isn't anything happening? Why are they not breeding? I was in that exact spot. I'd see these amazing videos of tanks just swarming with hundreds of tiny, darting baby guppies. And then I look at my own aquarium and wonder what on earth I was doing wrong. What if I told you every guppy you own, cobra, tuxedo, fancy, glassbelly, already wants to breed, but one tiny mistake is stopping them? Fix this one thing, and guppies don't just breed, they explode with fry. I've tested this on multiple tanks, different guppy strains, and the results shocked me. This is not about expensive food, not about big tanks, and not some internet myth. Stay till the end, because most people get this completely wrong. The guppies you are seeing right now in the video are not store-bought. They were once fries and have grown up now to become adult guppies. But this wasn't the case earlier. I had to correct my mistakes. Everyone says they breed like crazy, but my tank was just static. No new faces month after month. It was frustrating, and honestly, it felt like I was failing at one of the simplest parts of fish keeping. It turns out I was, but not how I thought. I was doing all the right things you read on the surface, but I was totally blind to these invisible barriers that were holding my guppies back. Today, I'm excited to show you the exact secrets I learned so you can get the same results. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's dive into the secrets. Secret number 1, the correct warm temperature. The first, and maybe the most important invisible barrier, is temperature. We're often told that guppies are tough and can handle a wide range of conditions, and that's true to a point, but handling it isn't the same as thriving in it. The biggest mistake I made was thinking room temperature was fine, but my house would get cool at night, and that dip in water temperature is a massive stressor. Imagine trying to be energetic in the middle of a perpetual winter. You just can't. Cold water, especially anything that consistently drops below 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius, slows down a guppy's system. It makes them sluggish, they're not interested in each other, and it signals to the females that it's a terrible time to reproduce. Just like humans, guppies become lazy when the water is too cold. The solution is simple: a reliable aquarium heater. The magic number for breeding is a stable temperature between 78 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, about 26 to 27 degrees Celsius. This mimics that perfect summer season, pumps up their metabolism, and sends a powerful signal that conditions are perfect. Now, you can push it up to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, about 28 degrees Celsius, to really kick things into high gear, but be aware this is like putting their lives on fast forward. They'll grow and breed faster, but their overall lifespan might be a bit shorter. It's not just about the heat, it's about stability. Fluctuations create stress, and stability signals safety. Now, time for secret number 2, the ratio. The second problem I noticed was the social scene in my tank. I thought getting a bunch of colorful males and a few females would look amazing. What I actually created was a high-stress, relentless chase scene. If you have too many males, the females are harassed constantly. They have no peace, no time to rest, and are just totally stressed. A stressed female is not a breeding female. This is why the ratio is so important. The golden rule for a happy, productive guppy family is to have at least 2 to 3 females for every 1 male. I personally stick to 1 male for every 3 females. This simple change has a huge effect. The male's attention is divided, and the girls get to relax. But the ratio is only half of it. The other half is space. In nature, fish and shrimp have lived together for millions of years because nature provides one very important thing: space. Overcrowding is a guaranteed way to stop breeding. The absolute bare minimum for a small group is a 10-gallon tank, but honestly, a 20-gallon tank is so much better. Imagine having to spend your entire day with 50 other people in one small room. The bigger the room, the lesser the problems. And yes, hiding spots help a lot. It also gives you a buffer for when that population boom happens. Giving them plenty of room to swim and have their own little spots is key to making them feel secure enough to start a family. When I moved my group from a crowded 10-gallon to a roomy 20-gallon and fixed my ratio, I saw the change overnight. They were calmer, the females weren't hiding anymore, and the rest is history. Ready for secret number 3? The 5-star buffet for baby making. For a long time, I thought a pinch of flake food once a day was all they needed. And yeah, they'll survive on that, but they won't thrive and breed like crazy. The third invisible barrier is their diet. A boring, low-quality diet tells a guppy's body that resources are scarce. Why would they have dozens of babies if there isn't enough good food to go around? To get my guppies breeding non-stop, I condition them. Think of it like carb loading before a marathon, but for making babies. I feed them small amounts several times a day, and variety is everything. Make sure you feed them fresh food like bloodworms to make them extra happy. Also, live or frozen baby brine shrimp is my #1 choice. It's like a superfood for guppies that triggers an amazing breeding response. Daphnia is another great one. I also use freeze-dried bloodworms and even high-quality powdered fry food for the adults because it's packed with protein. This rich variety signals an abundance of resources. It tells the females that the environment is rich and can support a new generation. This doesn't just make them breed more often, it leads to bigger, healthier batches of fry. Let's jump to secret number 4, creating the guppy safe haven. The final barrier, and it's a big one, is the tank itself. A bare tank with bright lights might look clean to us, but to a guppy, it's an exposed death trap. They need to feel safe. Stress from the wrong environment is a silent killer of their breeding drive. This safe haven has 2 parts. First is water quality. Guppies love stable water that's a little on the hard side, meaning it has some minerals in it, just like the rivers they come from in nature. A pH between 7.0 and 8.0 is perfect. If your tap water is soft, you can add some crushed coral to your filter. This helps add those essential minerals and keeps the pH stable. The second part is cover. For me, live plants are compulsory in a breeding tank. They are the single best thing you can add. They act as natural filters, they give females a place to hide and rest from males, and most importantly, they create a dense, safe nursery for the fry to hide in. Please, please, please do not add plastic plants in your tank. They only harm their fins with their edges and also serve no purpose other than making a tank a bit presentable. Believe me, your tank will look 100 times better with live plants, and you will thank me later for this. Plants like java moss, guppy grass, and floaters like duckweed are perfect. They grow fast and create a thick web of cover that make fry survival rates go up way high, as guppies eat their own fry, so they need cover to hide once they're born. A densely planted tank is a low-stress tank. It tells the parents there are safe places for their babies, which encourages them to breed even more. And now the final step, from tiny fry to a guppy family. Once you get all this right, you're going to have a new problem. A good problem to have. A tank full of tiny baby guppies. But the job isn't done. Adult guppies, even their own mom, might see the fry as a little snack. If you created that safe haven with tons of plants, you're already halfway there. The plant cover is the best natural defense for the fry. But if you want to save every last one, a breeding box or a separate 5 or 10-gallon grow-out tank is a great idea. You can move the pregnant female there just before she gives birth, and then move her back, leaving the fry completely safe. Now, feeding these little guys is critical. Their mouths are microscopic, so they need food that is basically dust. You can crush high-quality flakes into a fine powder, but for the best growth, newly hatched baby brine shrimp is the ultimate fry food. It makes them grow incredibly fast and stay healthy. The most rewarding part is seeing them grow up. It shows that your little ecosystem is balanced and healthy. So, there you have it. The secret to non-stop guppy breeding isn't some magic trick. It's about creating a little piece of nature that takes care of itself. It's about getting rid of all those invisible walls of stress. I would love to hear about your aquarium. Do you have a plan to start a breeding project? Tell me about your setup in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your stories. If you enjoyed this look at how to create a thriving guppy family, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. It tells me you want more of these interesting fish keeping videos. Thanks for watching, and happy breeding!